And now to the laptops for Standard 1 pupils agenda that started as just another item in the Jubilee Coalition's manifesto that was quickly dismissed as a campaign gimmick. However, after President Uhuru Kenyatta's inaugural speech yesterday, it could be a reality as soon as January 2014. President Kenyatta promised to get structures in place in the first 100 days to ensure that the promise is fulfilled. But as KTN's Angel Katusi reports, education experts, though welcoming the move, say it is too ambitious for an economy that is still struggling to stand on its own.
This manifesto is home.
When the Jubilee Coalition launched the manifesto and promised to provide laptops for primary school pupils, some skeptics rubbished the pledge as a campaign gimmick. However, as President Kenyatta read his inaugural speech, he called on the electorates to hold them to account, and the laptop promise was revisited, this time complete with timeframes for execution.
We made a promise to our children, and we will keep it, because we believe that early exposure to technology will inspire future innovation.
However, even with the assurance, some education experts are worried that even though a brilliant idea, questions abound as to whether the project will have an impact on the Standard 1 pupils and to the general education curriculum.
Whether it is a priority, I would say no. When I look at the issues bedeviling, and I will talk about the early grade because this is a promise for every class 1 child. And when I look at the issues bedeviling class 1, where you have almost no competencies that will allow you to exploit this technology, I say to myself, this is not a priority, and if I had a wish list, I would have liked to see something that is targeting, energizing learning at the early grades.
When you now cascade it into the sector and you look at the various challenges that the sector is facing, you really are convinced that there are other things that, for example, the right to education of the child, probably coming up with programs that can ensure that every child has access to quality, compulsory and free education, then that becomes now the priority and the main focus actually.
They all, however, agree that if implemented well, it could be the stepping stone for what will revolutionize our education sector.
Has all the planning that will allow this technology to translate education and learning been thought through? I would say I don't think so, but it is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to make the laptop not to be just another toy, but to be something that can be used for learning.
In the process of development, we are together. What makes the difference? It is the level of development. In one area, they could be starting with the teachers and, giving them seminars and the courses about computers. In another setup, they don't need seminars, they don't need courses, they need something advanced. But the whole process is the process of making the country to become a technology country which has adopted new technology.
With an education system in Kenya where majority of children cannot access education, where the pupil-teacher ratio is worrying, and where simple teaching aids like textbooks are not available, experts would want the government to think more while implementing the project. And while they do so, some food for thought. Will the government provide laptops on a yearly basis for Standard 1 people, or will the pupils leave them behind as they transit to the next class? Who will bear the cost of repairing of damaged laptops? Who will ensure the safety of the laptops? What kind of laptops is the government going to provide? These are just but a few pertinent questions that are going through the minds of experts and parents as well. Reporting for KTN, I'm Angel Katusi.